Hey, I'm Trina, and I am joined with Kesta and Jeri. We're having a little bit of fun. We've been kind of self-deprecating, but having a little bit of fun, and we kind of want to talk about what gives us grit. And the little acronym for grit in my world is gorgeous, resilient, intelligent, and tenacious. So when you think of grit, Jeri, what comes to mind for you if you had to put it in a category or talk about gorgeous, whatever it is?
I think it's what do you got deep down inside of there? How bad do you want it?
Ooh, when you're going after something?
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
Yeah, definitely. It's when I look at someone, or for myself, or like what I see in Jeri, it's this glow, this something special, this strong,
Pure determination,
this pure strength, this power that is what I see. Yes.
It's not smart. It's not anything else. It is just pure grit, determination.
And sometimes that's really what it takes, just some determination and persistence. We've talked about, we all have the common interests of running. And I remember someone asked me one time, my friend Clara, she's like, you know, what do you think makes you good? Which I thought it was a compliment that she thought I was good, for one. But two, I was like, I'm not a gifted athlete by any means.
But girl, you can run.
Yes,
I
you
think
can.
determination and persistence.
Mm-hmm.
I am dedicated to training. I will do it.
Persistence is huge.
I will sacrifice late nights watching a movie and go to bed so I can get up and train. That kind of thing, I think, gives you grit.
Yeah, never giving up, because whether it's running or in life, we can easily want to just give up when there's a bump in the road or there's that hill that we're trying to tackle in the middle of a run or a race. And you just have to be determined and tenacious and attack it. And cause it's amazing once you attack that hill and you crest it, and you're on the downhill, it's like you feel so amazing.
Whee!
And exactly. And so it's like in life, you know, the same thing. Once you get past that bump in the road or that hill, it's like, okay, I've got this. And it gives you so much confidence, I think, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I see in Kesta that's helped me a lot is she turns everything into a positive. I will start, I'm tired, I'm this, and she gives you a little pat with a positive word, and I mean, it just makes all the difference. And she turns everything around and gets me thinking in a good mindset, and she gives me little cues, you know, breathe, pull your shoulders back. I mean, if you find somebody like that, you found a treasure.
It's amazing when you can find that person that can bring out the best in you.
And she is smart, not like me. I'm
Oh, no.
dumb.
Yes, you are smart.
She's
You are
smart. When she doesn't feel good, she listens to her body and she turns it around positively. That's okay. I'm going to rest and I'm going to come back. And she really listens, and she's really... So part of it is also being in tune with yourself.
Well, and not only that, I think that's great, and I appreciate that, but also I think something with Jeri that I appreciate is that she loves you, and she doesn't judge you, but she will be honest with you. I mean, she's not just going to give you fluff.
Maybe sometime too much.
But I would much
honesty.
rather have that person who can be honest with me out of love. And if I'm going in a direction that maybe isn't the best, then I need that correction, and I want that to be honest. And if you're just giving me fluff, then you're not really doing me any favors.
It's not doing
Right.
anybody any favors. So she said you are a gifted encourager. Do you see that in yourself?
Yes, I do. I do now, and I own it, and I embrace it. It's something I know that God has given me, and for years I didn't realize that. I mean, I did, but didn't fully embrace it or didn't fully understand. And it wasn't until I started coaching that, wow, okay, God's been preparing me for this, and so I get to pour into others, and it's so rewarding. I think is the word I want to say.
Every friend that I've introduced to Kesta, they have just loved her and embraced her, and I'm like,
They're just
okay,
wonderful.
you still gotta like me too.
I do. You're awesome. I would be lost without you.
Do you feel like that's something that comes easy for you, or is that something you kind of work on, the encouraging?
No,
She's
I think,
natural
I
at
think
it.
that's just something that naturally, it just pours out of me.
So for somebody that might want that to be a more outstanding attribute in their own selves, what would you suggest?
I think it comes from putting others before yourself. So you know, I see Jeri, and maybe it was a tough run. I'm like,
She did this yesterday for me.
you know, you have to put others first, and maybe sometimes we talked about earlier, like there can be that jealousy component or that comparison component. Instead, just okay, this person just maybe they just radiate today. Like, you know what, your smile is absolutely beautiful today. Thank you for sharing. Or if they're if you're wanting to help encourage someone else by something, tell them good morning. Good morning is so simple, but we can do it. Or
With a smile.
with a smile.
It's
those
Maybe
little, it's
that
true
little pat that you give,
Yes.
it means so much.
It's and I, you know, I think I got that from my grandmother, my mom's mom. She was one of those people that encouraged you, but she did it in such a way. She wasn't the boisterous, you know, didn't have to be the center of attention. You know, her and her sister, the family all went to the same church, and the older sister played the organ or the piano, and my grandmother was the one that taught the Sunday school class for 3- and 4-year-olds. So she was more behind the scenes kind of person. She would do that pat or the pat on your hand, or, you know, it's going to be okay. Just even telling somebody that, it's going to be okay. You know what, I know you're going through a tough time, but it's going to be okay. So just little things. It doesn't have to be some grand, you know, gesture or words. It's just those simple little things, and I think I got a lot of that from her.
Well, if that's your gift and you're putting other people first, that's great, but there's also that risk of neglecting yourself.
Been there, done
what
that.
happens then?
Yes, been there, done that. So there's a balance. You do have to find that balance, and I think that it comes with trial and error, as with
So
everything in
important.
life. And I've learned, and I have learned to say no, and I've learned, okay, you know what? In order for me to pour into others, I have got to step back and pour into myself, because then I get depleted, and then I have nothing to give.
Yeah.
And it's really, you know, you talk about learning, listening to yourself, listening to your body, listening to those cues, and just becoming in tune with that. And that's something I've done much better the last few years.
And I was guilty of that when my kids were little. I poured myself into my kids, and my marriage suffered, my health suffered, my body suffered. You know, everything was about my kids. I was going to be the best mom. My kids were going to be in everything. And my Christian walk went downhill. My marriage went downhill because I was losing myself and pouring myself into my kids. And you don't get your happiness from your kids, by the way.
No, you have to find
Especially
out
when they're
within.
19.
You do. You have to find out within. You can't expect others to
Right.
make you happy.
And I did
Since-
that. I went down that path and I suffered.
Yeah, I right there with you, and it was a learning experience, and I put so much pressure on my husband to make me happy. He was to make me happy, and I'm like, no, I have to make me happy. He's here to just, you know, be more to that. You know, he
Complement.
complements that. He adds to that.
So you're the encourager. What do you feel like your gift is?
I'm the drill sergeant. No.
Yes. In a nice way. I do. You are that person.
I don't know. People have told me that it's just my bubbly personality. I make them feel included.
You make everybody feel welcome. You are like for example, yesterday, the kickoff, you know, for the Bass Pro training. Jeri was all over the place. She was welcoming people. She was like, wanted to make sure everybody knew that she was happy to see them. And that's Jeri. And she will come up no matter what scenario, what place we're in. She does. She wants to make everybody feel like they're loved and they're accepted and you're glad that they're there. I think that's truly one of your gifts.
Well, I think you both have several gifts, a multitude of gifts.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh.
What do you think yours is?
You know, I do struggle with that. I don't always feel like I have gifts, and I do feel like encouragement and inclusiveness are at the top of my list, and hopefully I am able to bring people together who have gifts that they might not see.
I see for you.
I love hearing her on the radio. Her little sweet voice in the afternoon on my lunch. I just love it.
I just the encouragement that also you have this gift of bringing people together, like the Inside Out Wellness. That was amazing. You pulled all that together to benefit people. You have that gift of organizing and putting those things together to benefit others.
Thank you.
You have a very sweet, caring heart. Just this wonderful personality, which brings me to the G part of grit. Gorgeous. I want to talk about that. A lot of times, you know, we judge that off of looks. You know, we
But
look
it's
at
not.
somebody and we say, oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. Or, oh my gosh, look at that hair. I know Trina always has the cutest hair.
Oh.
Kesta has the cutest hair.
Adorable.
Adorable. And, but then, you know, God tells us to look at the heart and
that's
not
gorgeous.
the outer. And both of these women exuberate such beauty with their inner self, their love for God and their love for others. And that's what we need to look at. And to me, that's what the gorgeous part is more about.
Well, to me, like when you two, I think it's that glow. It's like, okay, there's something special about these women. There's something special about their heart, and that you have that, you know, you have that spirit and that love, and you share it willingly.
So much more important
and that
than
is
the
so
outer
gorgeous
appearance.
to me. I think that's gorgeous.
Because if that's what God looks at, that's what we need to look
Well, and
at.
how great is it when you get to know somebody and they get even more attractive because you see that inside out attractiveness, and that's so exciting. So.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, well, I could stand here and soak up these compliments all day, and I would love to get them out all day, but I know you both have things to do, so thank you for spending some
You're
time,
welcome.
and we'll chat again soon. Have a great day,
Thanks
and
for
have
having
some
us.
grit.
Thanks.